It's already the 10th day of January, and truth be told, there haven't been that many eye-catching or mouth-watering moves that have taken place in the January football transfer market up until this point. Now, that's not to say there haven't been any transfers confirmed, because of course transfers keep getting confirmed, but none that have really catching the eye as something that could be a transformative signing or a game changer for one particular club, a team, or even a player for that matter. But we could very well have some indications that may soon very well be changing sooner rather than later, because there's some blockbuster moves that are being lined up by certain big clubs. And to walk you through those, we're doing this video here. So without further ado, let's just quickly check in with some of the more credible transfer rumors that are doing the rounds in the football transfer rumor mill right about now. Starting with this man, Joao Felix. Now, Joao Felix has been in a strange sort of a situation with his club, Atletico Madrid. He's clearly a very talented player, but has kind of lost his way at Diego Simeone's side. But it does seem like his misery at being at the Spanish side could very well be coming to an end soon, because a rumored loan deal for 6 months with with his wages entirely being covered has reportedly been agreed by Chelsea, and there will be no obligation to buy either. Such is the determination by Atletico to get Felix off the books. For Chelsea, it would be a signing that would add a lot of cover, because they've had some injury issues recently, and if he does well enough, could very well be that transformative signing they really need to take them to the next level. Of course, given their current form, the next level would be competing for the top 4 or even the top 6. But hey, that's just a jaded Chelsea fan talking. I'm excited about this transfer if it does happen. But if it does, it's going to be one of those big transformative moves that I was referring to earlier. And Manchester United are also keen to be adding to their own strike force, because of course, after they've terminated the contract of Cristiano Ronaldo, they haven't really added anyone to plug that hole, but they could very well be doing that soon in the form of Wout Weghorst, the man who you'd remember mostly as being the guy who scored 2 goals against Argentina in the World Cup quarterfinal in a match that they eventually lost, and was then at the receiving end of that "Que mira bobo" rant from Lionel Messi. Now, Wout Weghorst is currently on loan to Turkish club Besiktas, and he's on loan from Burnley, where he made literally no impact. But United are reportedly considering a shock move to add him to the club for a 6-month loan deal only. There's going to be no obligation to buy, and there's no interest in making the deal long term. But Weghorst is so keen to join that he's apparently offered to pay the compensation that is required out of his own pocket to force the move and ensure that Besiktas can actually send him on loan to United. Obviously, for him, it's a bit of a move to actually showcase his qualities at one of Europe's top clubs, but it won't be a long-term move, and that is because Manchester United are reportedly considering a summer move for Harry Kane. Yes, you heard that right. Harry Kane, and someone who's been linked away with a move from Tottenham Hotspur for at least 2 or 3 years now, could finally be choosing to make a move away from his boyhood club come this summer. Don't forget, the contract that he's signed currently has only 18 months running, which means that come 1st of June this year, it'll only be having 12 months on his deal, which means that Tottenham could very well have to sell him on the cheap or risk losing him for nothing come the season thereafter. So Manchester United are thought to be keen to add Kane, and truth be told, you can understand why. The proven Premier League performer, gets you plenty of goals, good at set pieces. He ticks a lot of boxes for United, who, truth be told, don't really have a proper centre-forward option in their squad right now. Kane would fill that void, but seems unlikely it'll happen now. In the summer, that's one thing, that's one big move that is being rumoured, could very well be happening for the Red Devils. Beyond that, there was a lot of big talk about Enzo Fernandez, who of course impressed for Argentina so much in the World Cup that he was awarded the Young Player of the Year award, Young Player of the Tournament award, and there were talks that he was being linked with a move away to Chelsea, but their manager Roger Schmidt has pretty much shut down any talk of that happening. He said that the Enzo Fernandez matter is now closed, which most people took to imply that the move isn't happening, and that if it has to happen, it will happen on Benfica's terms and most likely in the summer. Obviously, bit of a blow for Chelsea, but if they can go back and get him in the summer, preferably by actually, negotiating properly with Benfica, maybe paying the release clause, it would actually serve them better rather than adding him right now. Although there's also an argument to be made that come the summer, there would be at least 4 or 5 other suitors who would be willing to pay big money for him. Either way, it does seem like, as of now, this transfer is very much been put on ice. And a transfer that hasn't been put on ice as of now, however, is one concerning Wilfred Zaha. Now, the Ivory Coast forward is 30 years old and currently is in the final year of his agreement with Crystal Palace. Now, he will in fact end up becoming a free agent in the end of the summer, and it seems likelier and likelier that he will in fact be moving on from his boyhood club, this time for real, because again, remember, he had left Palace years back, joined Manchester United, didn't really impress, and joined Crystal Palace back. However, now it seems likely that having become one of the better players in the English league, he could be tempted to try his luck at a bigger club, but as of now, there's no indication as to what his stance is. Currently, the rumors suggest that he's willing to sit out or see out the remaining 6 months of his contract before making any decisions on his career. That could very well include him re-signing with Crystal Palace anyway. Interesting move to say the least, but again, the heart wants what it wants, and it seems like Zaha won't know what his heart wants until this summer. Now, speaking of mid-table Premier League clubs, West Ham have been targeting a move for Youssef En-Nesyri, the Moroccan international currently plying his trade at Sevilla. Now, obviously, you'd remember En-Nesyri if you were watching the World Cup with some interest. He played a key part in Morocco making it as far as they did in the FIFA World Cup. Remember, they made it to the semi-finals, thus becoming not only the first Arab nation to make it to the FIFA World Cup semi-finals, but also the first African nation. However, they couldn't end up making it beyond that and then lost the 4th place playoff as well. Nevertheless, there have been a lot of players from that team who've caught the eyes of top clubs, and that includes En-Nesyri, with West Ham seriously considering making a move for him. However, there's just one small problem. Reportedly, the striker is not very keen to leave Spain as of yet, so if a deal has to happen, it may very well have to happen come the summer. But West Ham's interest is very real, and I personally would love to see En-Nesyri in the Premier League. I think it'd be a good fit for the league. But these are the major transfer rumor market moves that are being talked about as things stand. What do you guys think about these moves? And if you heard of any interesting transfer rumors that may or may not be happening come the month of January, well, you can let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon so you know when we're going live or uploading a new video for you guys. Then you can also go ahead and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And last but not the least, download the AajTak app. Thank you all once again for joining us. As always, I've been Shane Dias, and I hope to see you with us as we do more and more videos on sports today, not just today, but the days thereafter. For now though, goodbye.